Hello and welcome to Nelson Oliver Cards. My name is Nelson and today we're going to be taking a look at 3 new cards for Star Wars Unlimited. These cards are coming to us in the Secrets of Power set, which is releasing on November 7th, and we're going to get to unveil them on this channel today. I also have a link down below in the video description with high quality versions of these cards, so if you want to grab and post and spread, please feel free to do so. It's actually kind of fun. So I got a event, a unit, and an upgrade to share with you all today. And so we're going to dive right in with the event. Now, the event is the one that I am least excited for. This is called Undercover Operation. It's a 3-cost cunning event. It's a tactic. And it says that you can ready a unit that was played this phase. If it costs 3 or less, create a spy token. Now, spy tokens are new token types coming to us. They're 0-2 official traded with raid 2. And so if you are able to use this card to ready a unit that costs 3 or less, you get one of those tokens as well. This one, I've been having a hard time wrapping my head around exactly how I would play this. It feels a little slow, mainly because it's a 3-cost card. You're needing to pay 3 to ready something that was also already paid. So the earliest you can play this card is resource turn 4, and if you have a 1-cost unit and then you play Undercover Operation, or if you are using some shenanigans with readying resources, you could potentially maybe sneak this by. But outside of those very specific circumstances, you're looking at playing this on resource turn 4. It could be good if you have like a nice like on attack for a unit that you have just played, but kind of when I was going through a lot of my units, a lot of them that I would be comfortable spending 3 resources to ready would be minimum 2 cost. And so I'm really looking at this at resource turn 5, and then is there a 2-cost unit that comes in and you get to ready it that gives you the advantage that you would be missing out on and just playing a 5-costed card. That's the puzzle. I have not found one yet. I have not quite found where exactly this would fall in my deck building, and so I'm turning the tables to you all. Let me know down in the comments, and I'll be following some of the discussions around all the communities, socials and everything to see where we can figure out how we can play Undercover Operation. In card games, one of my personal struggles is evaluating cards based off of all of the text, not just what could be most beneficial. And so ready a unit that was played this phase, that can be a pretty good effect. We've seen how beneficial ambush could be. This is effectively ambush, but then it takes an additional turn and you don't have to attack a unit, which is nice. The card gets a little bit more interesting if I start to think about maybe like 5-cost cards, and now we're on like resource turn 8. But I've built decks before that we kind of top out the resource curve around 6, and if we're pushing into a later game, maybe we're hitting resource turn 8, I can play one of my 5-cost units, then play Undercover Operation, ready that. I don't get the spy token, but then maybe I have Poe coming in and hitting, and doing his on attack, discard, and like all the benefits that he gets. And so that is kind of where I'm thinking that I would probably be running this, is not necessarily playing it when I would normally be playing a 3-cost card, but if I have a deck where I kind of am going up and against a matchup that wants to push that game a little bit longer, and I'm running more of a rush strategy or an aggro strategy, I could use this to potentially push my win condition even at the top end of the resource curve. But I'm excited to hear what y'all think. Now, that was the one that I was least excited for. The upcoming 2 cards I think are pretty cool, and so we're going to show off the universe, because I think that the upgrade is a fun upgrade for this unit. But the unit is Zam Wesell. This is a 1/5 unit, 2 cost. It's a vigilance and a villainy unit. I always have a hard time with vigilance villainy. That says that when this unit is upgraded, she gains grit, which means that she gets +1 attack for every single damage she has on her. Now, at a 2-cost card, 5 health is a lot of health to chew through, especially on a turn 1 play. Now, if you can turn around and upgrade it on the next turn, now you're looking at she's getting grit, You can run her into something, pump that attack up, and she also has whatever stat boost the upgrade provides to her. And so you get like this kind of fun synergy. We saw a lot of that with some of the Force stuff that was coming out in some of the previous sets with like lightsabers and stuff. But I just like Voltroning cards. I know that it can get a little weak when, you know, removal is involved, but still, it's just a fun thing to do. And so a 1-drop 1/5, or a turn 1 drop 1/5, probably going to hang around for a while. And then if you upgrade it with potentially the next card, which is called Creditor's Claim, this is an upgrade. It's a 3-cost Vigilance Villainy as well. Gives a +2/+2, and it says the attached unit gains, when defeated, you may defeat a unit with 3 or less remaining hit points. So this gets kind of interesting because not only are you getting a +2/+2, and so just for the sake of the video, I'm going to be considering I'm playing this on Zam, but this can be played on any unit, right? But if we play it on Zam, it goes up to a 3/7 with grit. So now if we have damage, it's going to be 4 to however much damage we have as their power. And when it's defeated, we can defeat a unit that with 3 or less remaining hit points. This could be any token. This could be a lot of the first couple turn plays. Or what I envision is you can run the unit that has Creditor's Claim attached to it into something, knowing that it would not normally defeat it. Say you have a unit that's attacking into one of their beefier Sentinels, and it's going to take normally 2 turns to take that Sentinel out. If you can attack, get them within 3 hit points of death, then you can trigger Creditor's Claim on the unit that you just attacked. And so it's like this like weird, interesting kind of removal, but also it dissuades people potentially from attacking that unit. It's almost like a way to make sure that if there are units out there that have 3 or less hit points remaining that your opponent controls, they may not want to be attacking into your unit. So you could drop this onto a unit that maybe has like a Sentinel or something along those lines, and kind of like make your opponent make those tough decisions. Because if they are running something into a Sentinel, we get to deal damage, +2 damage back with this Creditor's Claim. Now we can either take out the unit that just attacked, or if they have a unit that has, you know, low health that is still ready, take that out with this when defeated. So I think it's kind of interesting. It's probably not going to be the craziest card that we've ever seen like in a Premier meta, but it is kind of fun. I also want to see this as a political chess piece that you can use in Twin Suns, because it doesn't say that it has to be a unit that the attacking, or like that the opponent that you just attacked used. So you can say something along the lines of like, I can take out this unit if I can attack in here. I can take out this unit from this third player. Now if I do that, just don't attack me, or something along those lines. And so it can get very political in that sense. But yeah, those were the cards that we got to showcase: the Undercover Operation, Zam Wesell, as well as the Creditor's Claim. So thank you, FFG, for sending these over. Again, the high resolution card images are going to be down below in the video description. So if you're curious or you want to grab those, please feel free to do so. Awesome. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next time. Peace.